I'm honored to join you in commemorating National Go for Broke Day. This day was inspired by the 442nd Regimental Combat Team of the United States Army. The 442nd RCT was a racially segregated Army unit made up of Japanese American soldiers who fought during World War II. That unit went on to become the most decorated infantry regiment in the history of the United States Army. The 442nd's motto was Go for Broke. There are lots of lessons to be learned from the 442nd's experience, but there's one that resonates most deeply for me. At the beginning of World War II, Japanese Americans were barred from military service. In fact, during the war, more than 100,000 Japanese Americans were herded into internment camps. That happened here in Portland too. In fact, on May 5th, 1942, Japanese Americans in the Portland metro area were ordered to report to the Pacific International Livestock Exposition, a space that at the time was used to exhibit and auction cattle. When the war started, that space was converted into an internment camp for Japanese Americans. More than 3,000 Japanese Americans passed through Portland's internment camp while they waited to be transferred to more permanent internment camps in California, Idaho, and Wyoming. Today, the Portland Expo Center sits on the land where we once imprisoned our Asian American neighbors. Now, one of the only ways to escape internment camps was to volunteer for the military. And thousands of Japanese Americans did just that. Many of them joined the 442nd Regimental Combat Team. They fought in Europe, where they helped drive the fascists out of Italy, and they helped liberate France from the Nazis. They fought with astounding bravery. About 18,000 men served in the 442nd. 650 of them died on the battlefield. 67 were declared missing in action. They earned 4,000 Purple Hearts, 4,000 Bronze Stars, 560 Silver Stars, 21 Medals of Honor, and 7 Presidential Unit citations. Now, the 442nd leaves behind many legacies, including things like restoring democracy to Europe. But today, we honor another one of their legacies, Go for Broke Day. Of course, as the mayor mentioned, Go for Broke was the motto for the 442nd. Go for Broke means to risk everything so that you might accomplish great things. And I'd like to point out that the rituals surrounding National Go for Broke Day are unique. Usually when we come together for proclamations like this, we pause to remember Portland's important historical moments or important civic institutions. But National Go for Broke Day is a little different. Although we must never forget the awesome sacrifices made by the members of the 442nd, the veterans of the 442nd didn't create this day so that we honor them. Instead, they created this day to challenge us to hear a message from our Asian elders. That message is this: Go for broke. If our generation is going to accomplish great things, we must be prepared to take great risk and risk great sacrifices. I want to conclude today by asking you to join me in thinking about this question. What was the great thing the members of the 442nd set out to accomplish? Was it to defeat the Nazis? Well, yes, it was. But I think the 442nd had a deeper mission, one which sadly still resonates today. That mission was to answer this question: how do you love a country that does not love you back? Our Asian ancestors answered that question by going for broke, by risking and sometimes sacrificing their lives to make our country better. That's the challenge I hear when I hear the ghost of the 442nd urge us to go for broke. I hope that you will join me and this council in taking up the Go for Broke challenge by devoting a little bit of your life to public service and civic engagement. Thank you.